Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. And I would be talking from memory and glancing in between a bit from my notes. Okay. These are the points of first house. Okay. Those who do not know astrology, the very top square that you see in a diagram of the chart, the very center top, okay, is, if I can quickly share. So this is the right now moments chart. Okay. So the very this thing, the word written AS is written here.
Yes.
This is the first house. The number over here is 4, which is the fourth sign of the zodiac. That means it is the Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Okay. So what the first house is telling, people think it's body, you know, it's your whole self, it's your body, it's your brain in terms of body parts. They take brain, the face. Some people take it face, some people take it above the eyebrow when they want to go into detail. What people forget, it shows the complete nature of a person. It shows whether the person will achieve fame, defame in broader sense, success, non-success in broader sense. Satyacharya Rishi, whom Parashar Rishi talks about in his own book, to go back, whom Varamira says, when in doubt, go to Satyacharya. Okay. Satyacharya Rishi says, this is the house of profession, new beginnings. He also says foreign. Normally, people take 9th house, 12th house for foreign, or if malefic's in 4th house, then foreign settlement. Satyacharya Rishi says, first house, foreign. So, in all, what we're going to do is quickly go through first house, those points that the best of astrologers miss, the best of the students after 10, 20, 30, 50 years they miss. I'll be quoting classics here, okay? And people can make notes, okay? For example, longevity is third house, eighth house, okay? Death, uh, that kind of thing, death or longevity, whatever you want to take. Bhrigu Sutra says first house for longevity. First house. No doubt, first house, health, vitality, vigor, etc., and all that. But Bhrigu Sutra says longevity first house by Bhrigu Rishi. There are other classics also where longevity comes as first house. I'll come to that later. Moving, Brihad Jatak also mentions fame apart from body for first house. Brihad Jatak by Varamira, the greatest astrologer in the last 2000 years. It also says limbs, fame. Jatakalankara says limbs. Okay. That's how it is translated. Somebody will translate it as anga. Okay. That is another issue. It's an issue of debate. If you have a view on this, please tell Vinayak.
No, sir, you are correct. Yeah, I've seen these translations.
Pullipani Rishi says popularity of children to be seen from first house. Pullipani Rishi is before Parashar, before Parashar. Siddhar Pullipani. Siddhar Pullipani used to ride on a tiger. He should travel on the back of a tiger.
Yes,
We have published.
that photograph is published in book also. The title cover.
Pullipani Rishi also says thoughts and worries to be seen from the first house. Age of a person also be seen from the first house. Other classics also talk about age. Habits of a person to be seen from the first house. Are you getting it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Then Jataka Parijata also says all good and evil in life of a person is to be ascertained through the Lagna, that is the first house. Balarishta, normally we see Balarishta is the longevity or death at early age, am I right?
Yes,
Of a
sir.
child.
With respect to moon.
Moon.
Yeah.
Moon in the eighth house is considered bad for is Balarishta yoga, right?
Yes.
Satya Jatakam by Satyacharya Rishi. In Tamil, that book is called Satyacharyam. It's been translated by C.G. Rajan. That talks about first house for Balarishta. Now, you go to Parampara Pandits like K.B. Parsai, etc., and all that. They have so many things to see. For example, cult, whether this person will become a cult figure is to be seen, or cult also, creation of cults is to be seen from first house. He again says habits, like Pullipani Jyotitam, habits he says first house. You know, some people, some males, they appear males, but they behave like females, and vice versa. First house. Too many male grahas in a female horoscope in the first house. Strong male grahas will make a person, although being a female, appearing like a male. Very beautiful, it says third child or third pregnancy, first house. Sixth brother or sister to be seen from the first house. If you know the calculation, you can easily calculate it. Ailments of the teeth and the tongue also first house, and even of the ears. Some people will take ears, third house. Here I'm talking about the separate. Does it all appear a bit different to you, or Vinayak?
Many of them are completely different. Like I am also listening to those first time. Like third child.
Yeah. Now, how a person will behave with his parents and grandparents are supposed to be seen from first house. I have seen people with Mars Rahu behave badly with their parents. Are you getting it?
Yes.
But of course, it depends on the sign and other aspects to it. Domestic health, we take sixth house. Parasharishi, chapter 1, chapter 11, shloka number 3 says third house for domestic servants. Here, Parsai ji says first house. बढ़िया आदमी है. Brilliant. And such is a beauty when you learn systematically. You will realize people 20, 30, 50 years in astrology have not read basic, if classics. If you are studying a subject, let's assume I'm studying science. Shouldn't I be reading and have mastered what my predecessors or teachers have done? Einstein, Newton, etc., and all that. We have to read them, right? Or at least a basic gist of what they have done. Bit more than that, especially if I'm doing a PhD in it. And especially whatever thing I make in life out of my science, whether I make a bomb, nuclear bomb, medicine, vaccine, etc. Okay, they should not affect negatively somebody. So I have to go much more deeper. Correct? So that same thing we are doing with astrology. I'm playing with somebody's life, somebody's fortune. Somebody comes to me with 3 retrograde planets. If I instantly say you're not going to become successful ever in your life, that could be with half-baked knowledge.
Yeah.
Half-baked knowledge. Somebody who comes with 2 retrograde planets or 3 retrograde planets in 1/7 axis. Yes, it is a dramatic challenge for such a person. dramatic challenge it will be in that person's life because it's 1/7 axis. So one axis, that is a one, it means 1/7 axis means first house, seventh house. Okay, for the audience, of course, you all know all that. Okay. Then beautiful thing. Can you imagine? Intuition we take fifth house. He's telling first house. It doesn't mean he's negating. Please don't get me wrong. Most people will get me wrong here. They'll say, Are Baba, fifth house, whole world is seeing. It is, but he's not saying don't see fifth house. Special. It is like your McDonald's burger or a burger. Okay. Somebody will say, No, go on the left. So, no, go on the right. Third person, you can go also on the straight. But we are biased. We will not hear the left, right, or the straight. We'll say that person said, No, go only straight. He said, You can also go straight, you'll get a McDonald's burger. It's like Pani Puri, you'll get left side, right side, straight, or a Pan Patti shop in India, where you get cigarettes left, right, center, right behind you. You know?
Yeah.
So, point is, people should keep it as an additional factor, which people will forget. Those who have listened only with limited patience or bad shani, they listened only to a few minutes of this video. Intuition, employers, colleagues, first house, employees at your workplace, first house, seniors and juniors in college, first house. Maximum we physical build, physiognomy, the height of a person, we take it first house.
Yes.
Facial experience, first house. Although they say Nomanch Lagna is to be clearly seen for how the face will be.
Yeah, color
That's
tone and everything.
sorry, come again.
Color tone, like the color of skin and everything we see
And
from
the
the
shape of the face. Shape of the
Lagna
face
and
also.
the Chandra Namash. Chandra Namash and Namash Lagna.
He also goes on to say maternal grandfather and paternal grandmother is to be seen from the first house. So beautiful. So beautiful. Intelligence, IQ, thinking, expression of speech. Can you imagine expression of speech? When you have a cryptic planet like Ketu in the first house, like in the case of Amitabh Bachchan, many of his personal way of talking, if you notice, has a cryptic tone to it. Expression of speech, very cryptic. Like his famous dialogue, दिनकर राव हवा तेज चलता है टोपी संभालो the wind is blowing fast catch your hat. It means something else obviously. It's of course it's very obvious. Now can you imagine habit of gossip first house?
Hmm.
Habit of gossip first house. This is something that we will normally take third house. Am I
Third
right?
house. Third house in Mercury. Hmm.
Right. Let me quickly change the name of a person. Hide this thing. Beautiful chart. I was discussing this chart yesterday with somebody. Habit of gossip. Apart from that, he says secretive of or open-mindedness. Secretive or open-mindedness has to be seen from the first house. Appearance younger or older than actual age, first house. This is a very important technique. Whether a person will like Jitendra, these people never looked old. So many people, so many actors, they don't look so old than their actual age. They still look young. Coming back to secretive or open-mindedness, okay, do part, edit this first house or this whole video and send it to all the beginners of today. You can straight away send it to them, making it unlisted. So this thing you can. Let me share the screen. See this chart. Okay, you will see Cancer in the first house for a Cancer love. You'll say this person is very open-minded. Correct?
Hmm.
But what do we have to see? I'm telling this to all the students. See which are the aspects. Fifth Lord is aspecting Mars and Jupiter. One planet getting exalted, Jupiter in Capricorn and Mars in Capricorn. A planet getting exalted, one planet getting debilitated, aspecting this. You know the beauty about this guy? He appears very open minded. How a person expression, he appears very open minded. Most crooked person you can ever meet. Most crooked person, you never come to know whether he is thinking this or that. He's thinking this is person I know very well since the last 15 years. Okay. So you have to not be blinded. Not be blinded is what I'm saying. I'll quickly come to the other beautiful uh this thing of first house. Okay. I said the race of one's birth, caste, we all know that, but people ignore it. Again, just coming to Prashna Tantra, okay, it is Prashna. Some people say Prashna rules not to be taken in nativity. I don't think so. Again, longevity and age, caste, complexion, appearance. Okay. Prashna Tantra, B.V. Raman has written a very good commentary on it. Okay. Says first house. Daivagna Vallabha. I think that's 6th century if I remember well. Says wife of nephew is to be seen from first house. Can you imagine this, Vinayak? नेफ्यू को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं?
भतीजा,
भतीजा कि भांजा? आई एम नॉट श्योर.
भतीजा है शायद, भतीजा.
Wife of nephew to be seen from first house. Can you imagine this? Has anybody ever heard this anywhere in YouTube astrology? My guarantee. Nobody would have ever used this in YouTube or internet or social media or WhatsApp. Almost I can guarantee my life on it. Wife of nephew. Daivagna Vallabha. Okay. People can. Oops. Internet गया रहेगा. Can you hear me?
आ रहा है सर. आपका कैमरा ऑफ है.
Electricity has gone. Let me quickly connect it to Bluetooth mobile hotspot.
But internet आ रहा है.
Are it? All right. Can I continue?
Yes, yes. बस कैमरा ऑफ है, बाकी आपका वॉइस भी आ रहा है, इंटरनेट भी ठीक.
Now is my camera on?
Yes.
Let's see. Let's experiment. Let's experiment. Third Lord in it. Okay. Can you imagine? Success or failure. Again, Jatak Bharanam says first house. We don't pay attention to this. Instantly looking at the Lagna, whether the person will be success or failure in life. Nobody uses this. Nobody uses this. By the way, occupation, profession, that Satyachara that I said, even Kalidasa, Jatak Bharanam says, occupation, marks on one's body. Of course, this people know. Moles and marks on how to see it, first house. But the beauty is, it says sleep for first house. Normally we take 12th house, correct? Bed pleasures. Making sense? Like, isn't it beautiful? If we read, learn astrology in a systematic manner, that people are supposed to read, and our students, right from day one, they can get this knowledge.
Correct, sir.
Of course, now I know everybody, every institute will copy this, but we've been doing it for so long. I've been telling this exercise since 7 years back, 2015, when I started teaching online. You know, main events of one's life should be from the first house. When I do my blank chart prediction technique, in level 2 of the blank chart prediction course, will be starting in 1 month. Okay. I'm waiting for people to enroll. If you don't know about it, call up 981-995-7779 or go to our website, saptarishishshop.com. Okay. That is something secret of ascendance or blank chart predictions that I created after a lot of hard work and teaching it to so many students. Now it's become like common knowledge on internet, but not the whole technique. All right. So I'll be teaching it in several stages how to use different things for this. Place of one's birth. You should be able to predict by looking into the horoscope. You were born in a hospital. Next to that hospital was a shopping complex. Next to it, there has to be a gutter, a water flowing body behind that hospital. We should be able to predict that. In Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, Vinayak, you know, it is very easier.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are basic standards. Again, longevity. Jatak Bharanam. Earlier classics also I have mentioned for longevity. Okay. Once learning in life, also first house.
Hmm.
Once learning, and as I said, it also talks about environment at the time of birth. Environment at the time of birth. How many people were present when you were taking birth? In olden days, there could have been more people. Now it is fixed.
Yes.
Five, six people, it is fixed kind of. In olden days, it was this thing. In Prashna Marga, if you study well, students, you'll see how many lamps were lit when you were being born. It's a calculation method.
Yes. Prashna
Calculation.
Marga also in I think every chapter of Nashta Jatakam. Okay, these techniques are given to rectify the chart.
Correct. By the way, Uttar Kalamrita, like Jatak Bharnam also says sleep first house, which means if you have a kapha oriented planet, planets are vata pitta kapha. Kapha oriented planet in the first house and third house is also spoiled. You can say, do you get up in the night time and cough and spit out the cough?
Hmm.
Are you getting it? One of my relatives has that problem because of which I can't sleep. So sleep. I have Ketu in the Lagna, like Amitabh Bachchan. So many things happen. Sleep is the costliest thing in my life. Sleep. But I get so many things in my sleep. Of course, I'm very smart enough. Sometimes in olden days when I did not have restrictions, you know, I used to sleep with my books. Ketu, na?
Hmm.
And Gemini sign. Gemini is again Mercury. Mercury is books, education, you know. Those were old days when you did not have any kind of restrictions. Whether a person, Uttar Kalamrita says, whether a person will renounce this world or not. Uh, are you
Okay.
uh,
Audible.
you know, I'm not getting Vivekananda's chart. I wish I had Vivekananda's chart. Do you have Vivekananda's chart?
Not at this system. Yeah, it's a new system. No?
So I'm not getting. I saved it by some other name. You know what Uttar Kalamrita says? Whether a person endeavors to preserve livestock has to be seen from first house. Such a rare thing. Livestock means guy, cows, sheep, hen. Whether he has that. Most important beauty, he has that most important thing, health, ill health. Sixth house diseases. What will be the death of sixth house? If sixth house is ill health, if sixth house is diseases, eighth from it will be the death of it. So freedom from ill health is first house. And that's we don't see, we know it. Back of the mind, we know it, but we don't see it from that angle. That's
Hmm.
the thing they say, you are not well, lagna, Lord, make it strong. So if somebody has Sagittarius lagna and his health is bad, tell him to go and do just uthak baitak. That is exercises for the thighs. Makes sense?
Yes.
You know, I'm Gemini lagna. Okay, I'm a chronic smoker. The only exercise I do is this part. The light has come, is the truth. Is my arms, not even biceps, the shoulder
Shoulders part.
and my, that's it. I'm sick with fever. I never get fever. How much over pain I am in, you know, I do that. I Gemini Lagna. Are you getting it?
Hmm.
Kitab Gemini Lagna, ability to communicate. The
Something,
simplest, yeah,
yeah,
good idea.
something noticeable about that sign.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, same again profession. One more classic says. Uttara Kalamrita says livelihood. Do you know there are some people who gamble for others?
Yes.
I give you money. Okay. I say, listen, you understand stock market and all that. This is 5 lakh rupees. Okay. You invest wherever it is, just make me 23% and bring it back to me. You are my best friend, or you are an agency.
Hmm.
Suppose that's your profession. But I am giving you full freedom. So you are in a way gambling for me, in a way, indirectly, investment or whatever.
Correct.
How that has
Correct.
to be first house. Is first house. Can you imagine this? First house.
So not only one, I think three or four classics are saying same thing. Profession, first house.
Oh, yes, yes. You know, and this way I will continue second house, third house till 12th house. For long I have kept this hidden, but now it's time. So this is what's going to happen in our basic course. I feel once you know this, make your notes, study it, repeat it. Most important, before going to bed, your notes you should study. Even if it's 3 pages, just read. You get up, study. You get up, study. Like as they say, before sleeping, you take the name of God. As soon as you get up, you take the name of God. Jyotish is your religion. Jyotish is your religion. That's what I like to teach. When I call yours, or we may call it a day as you wish, I hope the students realize the hard work that you are putting for this, much more than me. I know that. So we welcome students from our heart. Vinayak, any few words from your side?
No, sir, we can wind up the session now. So we can make one more video with some
Sure.
more content.
All right. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you so much for your patience. By the way, when we come back, is cat. Cat is to be seen. Which is the karaka of our cat? Rahu or Ketu?
Yes, interesting.
This is very two different opinions. Kitab has one opinion. In Vedic also two sets of people. Nobody quotes this thing, classics, etc. We're going to come back and do that. All right. Thank you so much. Time for lunch. It's 3:30. Pretty late lunch. All right. Thank you. God bless you, everyone.